Hey guys, One Finger here. Super excited to introduce our new Signature Series easier pull clutch and brake combination for 2022. Some of the upgrades on our Signature Series are a built-in mirror adapter, a neutral safety tab, a fully adjustable 2-finger lever. The eyelet has been enlarged for less friction. We have dual bearings, and we also have a lifetime warranty. Our 1-finger Signature Series combo comes with the first time adjustable front brake lever. It's going to fine tune that brake lever leverage for you and make it more comfortable while you're riding.
All right, first things first, we want to collapse the clutch cable. If you don't do this, it's going to be a pain of getting your clutch out of your lever.
All right, seems easy enough.
Once you do that, I always come up here, I take the mirror off or any other gadgets you got on your clutch perch.
All right, obviously they're not going to be hand tight, but you're going to take your tools and bust them.
Right.
Okay.
Be careful, there's small washers. Now you remove your perch clamp, set it off to the side. Get over here. Rotate your clutch lever out and down.
Why do you do that?
Because there's a groove in your switch housing and it kind of fits in there flushly.
Okay.
If not, you'll be marring up your switch housing clutch lever. Remove your clutch lever perch from your cable. Now you can grab your Signature Series lever, fully adjustable. You want to lube your eyelet, just a little dot around the center there.
All right, where at specifically?
Right here around the center.
Okay. Any type of grease specifically?
Whatever, anything synthetic. I wouldn't use WD-40 or rust off,
right.
you know.
Use that.
Something for hinges, you know, would be great. Install that.
There's that slack that you need, right?
Yep, the slack from the collapsing of your clutch cable.
Nice.
Now you're going to take your lock plate, you're going to install it, but first you want to put a little drop of red Loctite on there.
Looks like the eyelet's a little bigger than the first generation.
It sure is.
Okay, nice.
You don't want to hunker down on this because, you know, it's a small screw.
And I think those are provided in the kit, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you'll get the cover as well as the Allen needed for that.
I lightly snug it, you know, nothing special, 1 finger, just like that.
So the red Loctite just keeps it from vibrating?
Yes, sir. Harleys are known for their vibrations.
Okay.
Once you do that, you're going to go ahead. You're going to center your 1-finger lever back up with your clutch switch.
Okay, so that's the neutral safety tab. You're going to line that up.
Yes, sir. You're going to install the hardware 1-finger provided.
So it's just a latch clamp system, correct?
Yes. Easy installation. I'm pretty sure my son could do this.
Okay, I noticed the cable's not, it still has slack in it, correct?
Yes, so I usually, me personally, I do it like this, with the clutch lever all the way to the grip. But for y'all, I'm going to find it easier to go ahead and push your clutch lever out. That way it pushes all your slack back down to your clutch adjustment down here.
Okay.
We'll get to the adjustment down here in a little bit. I then take the slack back out of the cable.
Okay, that's clockwise. Yeah, clockwise.
And I'm sitting here feeling the clutch lever, playing with it, getting it kind of tight, and then I'll come up here and I'll pull tension on the clutch cable itself.
Okay, what's that do?
This is giving me my gap, which should be a 1/16. Some people say a fat nickel or something, but that's wrong. Just go ahead and measure it like that. That should be fine. After that, you go ahead and reinstall your mirror, and your turn signals, and all that good stuff.
Okay.
All right, next step, you're just going to put your mirror back on. Make sure you get your hardware in the correct placement.
Those are nice little flush.
Eagle lights.
Nice. Oh, okay, they're on the website as well, yeah. So for that customer that's looking for fine tuning to get that perfect, you know, lever length as well as full disengagement, if they're not getting it with the lever adjustment that they like, what do you recommend?
I recommend them taking it to their local dealership, have a trained technician help them out with that.
All right, is that going to be basically tackling the primary then, getting into the primary and fine tuning it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you guys have any questions, anything like that, you can tackle us in the comment section below, and we'll try to answer those questions as far as what we do. We also have a link in order to actually adjust in the primary that's more detailed, and we'll put that link below as well.
Those that have not installed an aftermarket clutch in the primary or replaced your clutch cable, you're simply just going to need to take your slack back out of your cable while you're after installation of your Signature Series. You're wanting a 1/16 of an inch gap up here. That's Harley standards. That's going to be for your heat expansion and all that. After you get that set, I mean, it's as simple as just dialing out the lever. You know, you one finger it out. I'd prefer just getting it set in the middle. That way, you know, you've got a good starting point, and you can come back to you while you're riding. You know, you don't want it so far away that if something happens, you can't get to it and pull it. So start in the middle and go from there. Find your comfortable spot.
Fine-tuning it at the lever in the end.
Yes.
Okay, easy to know. Okay, James, it seems like lastly in this video is removing the brake lever. Seems pretty simple.
Oh yeah, pretty simple, but there are some little tricks here you need to know about and some things that could go wrong. Okay. So first off, we're going to go ahead and start by removing your pivot pin. Kind of long-winded there, but it's done. It's coming out. So when you're pulling this out, go ahead and just apply some pressure forward towards it. That way you can kind of push in the plunger. That's going to help out. Okay. Next, you're wanting to rotate your lever towards the grip and out.
Okay, let me get that, because why would you do that?
Okay, the reason you're doing that is because you've got this nipple there that is against your plunger. And if you try to come straight out, you're going to be trying to fight your plunger and your brake light switch.
Okay, can you show them where the plunger is in comparison with the brake light switch is?
So here's your little tab for your brake light switch. Plunger's on that side, brake light switch is on this side.
Okay, we see the brake light switch. So that's going to get hung up if you're not coming out at an angle?
Yes, this one isn't near as bad as the older ones. You know, Harley kind of fixed their mess up because of all the brake light switch failures on lever changes. But like I said, this one always just get in the habit of rotating it out like so. If you do that, you'll be fine.
All right, we have a better video shot here of the plunger and the brake light switch, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we're just going to go ahead and reinstall the lever just like we removed the previous lever. You also want to be careful when you're installing it. You want to go in at an angle like we talked about before. And before you put the pin in, you want to make sure it, you know, no binding, nothing like that.
Okay, there's no pinching, no binding.
No pinching or binding. Go ahead and apply slight pressure, pushing towards the master cylinder.
Okay, on that plunger. That just what enables you to line up the
your pivot pin. See, it just goes in like that. Of course, you're gonna retighten it. If you don't, you're gonna lose your lever and your pivot bolt.
So that goes down first, and then the nut.
Yeah, and this is, you know, doubled. So put your nut back on. Go ahead and torque it down.
All right, so fine-tuning this feel is a little bit easier than the clutch side, right? Because it's not being activated with as long as throw as the clutch.
Right. This is basically going to be how big are your hands and stuff like that. You know, do you got long fingers or not? Really simple. You know, you only got so much to pull.
I like that shorty design. So basically, you can adjust these on the fly while you're riding.
Yes, and I recommend starting at, you know, a medium start point, you know, basically where your stock lever was, and then go either in from there or out, depending on your preference and how comfortable it feels for you.
Okay, and lastly, just cinching up the mirror.
Yep, just cinch up the mirror. You know, you want to tighten it down. I know I'm doing everything finger tight, which we're going to go back over and retorque everything.
Well, that's simple enough. Okay, that was a simple tutorial of our installation guide. If you guys have any questions or comments, you can comment below and we'll try to get back to you with some quick tips or some more specific answers to those questions. This is the Signature Series from One Finger. It should be out soon, and hope you guys enjoy.